Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Yamanaka's Poison here. It is me, myself, and I back again with a Crash Team Racing video. So I've decided to do like a little tutorial video to help people like improve at the game. Now, if you're like me, you've probably played the game when you were younger, like the original version of the PlayStation 1, and you had a lot of fun with it. And you've decided to get this game because of just nostalgic reasons. Now, a lot of you who know me, I'm a very competitive person, and because of that, I like to try and be the best in any game I play. It's a funny like trait I have. But because of that, I play this game very well, and I've practiced and practiced and practiced to get really good at this game. As you can see right now, this is an online race of me just absolutely dominating at the moment. But I'm finding online a little too easy at the moment. I'm winning like literally every race. As you can see right now on the screen, this is the result of every race. I literally those guys were like just crossing over the bridge, and I just cross over like over them. Like I'm that good. Anyways, enough bragging about me. So I want to get into a tutorial on like advanced tips. Now, a lot of people will be like, well, why don't you just make like a standard beginner type tip? Well, the reason is because I've been looking around on YouTube recently, and people already have made those tips. I don't really feel like I need to, because people have made tips on like your one per fruit, get 10 one per fruit to to do good. Get no, do drifts this way. Do start boosts this way. If you want to look at beginner tips, you can find them online. You don't need me to do this for you. But what I want to teach you is the more advanced stuff. Like I want to teach you this thing called braking and then hopping correctly. So then you can do them just so you can maintain speed and turn sharp corners. So I'm going to cut to the gameplay. I'm going to commentate over it, and I'm going to explain thoroughly how to brake and how to hop so you can maintain speed and good balance on the course. Okay, so first example here is what I'm going to do is on this. So on this one, like Cortex Castle, I'm going to basically, when it gets to the very sharp turns on the out in the courtyard, I'm going to brake mid-air. So here's an example. Okay, so there's the example. So with that, as you can see, when I was in mid-air, I basically jumped in the air, and then what I did is that I let go of the X button for a little bit, and then I held square, which is the brake button, so that's how you brake. And then I turned in the direction I wanted to go. And then as soon as I seen that my cart was aligned to where I want to go, which was that doorway, I then release the square button, thumb is straight back on the X button, and then I just go straight through. And I still maintain the speed because the car reserves the speed. There's this thing called reserves, and it's mainly to do with drifting, but it can be done whilst braking as well. And basically by doing this is that when you're drifting as fast as you can basically go up the ramp, just jump. As you can see, if I didn't do that, I would have went straight into the wall. So I avoided the wall by just mid-air releasing X button, the acceleration button, turning and braking at the same time. It rotates the whole car for you, and then you just hit X, and then you can just boost on forward and just enjoy your day. So here's one example with Penta Penguin on that one. He's a character I like using. You'll notice that the characters I like to use are Penta Penguin and Dingodile. They're both like advanced based characters. So that means that they have very good like top speed and everything, but their handling, like turning stats, are very poor. They have the worst like handling stats in the game. But I'm all about speed myself. That's just my style when it comes to racing. I like to race aggressive and very quickly. But with this technique that I found and this tactic, you can turn around pretty much any corner you like with ease. Here I'm gonna have another example of the tiny arena, I think it's called. Again, I'm using Penta Penguin, so I'm going around these corners just fine. I'm just drifting these because I can drift these. But notice how I hopped to adjust myself. This is where hopping comes into play quite nicely. So obviously I hop up these ramps to gain speed. That's just like normal game basic karting logic. But I drift around here, full drift, just a hop. I didn't even need to brake, just hopped, just to align myself, make sure I didn't bash into a wall. Again, hopping. Hard turning and hopping around this corner will allow me to basically just beautifully just go across the corners like no problem at all. Doing the same here. Just doing short hops, just nice little hops just to adjust myself very nicely. I think there is a point where I do brake. Oh, I get hit by the timer here. Okay, so yeah, here it is. So notice on that last corner, I basically hopped a little bit, Like, but I hopped and I did my break a little bit. So there's another example of the tiny arena. I'm gonna give you some other examples of other tracks, so then you guys can know how to do it. And then by the time you see these other tracks, you can sort of imagine it and think of it for yourself, and like on other tracks I haven't shown in this video. Okay, so the starting point of Papu's pyramid right here is, I like to drift around here. But obviously, like I said, they're not very good handling. So if I want to get the boost, look, hop, and I did a short break, very short break. I just tapped the X button whilst letting go of no, I tapped the square button whilst letting go of X. I got around that corner beautifully. So there's that to do. And then later on, you'll see that I basically do a nice version of this again around the last corner. So again, corner, drift, break and hopping. See how I still got the fire coming out my exhaust? I'm still maintaining speed and I'm braking. I'm still maintaining speed and I'm turning beautifully. This is just what you need. Another way to get around that end is basically just don't go around the end. You can do this with any character, literally as you're about to see here. Dingodile is about to drift up the ramp and then just cut across the whole thing anyway. So if you're a speed demon like I am, just cut the corner anyway. Like I said, use your imagination. You can cut corners easy like that, and is completely legal. It's not like banned or anything. It's completely fine. It's how, like, time trial players get their top scores. You'll see a lot of people do it online as well if they know about it. Okay, so last example here, we're on Hot Air Skyway. So I'm gonna have Dingodile drifting around here, and as you can see, he's gonna be drifting around this massive corner, this massive bend. Notice I'm hopping and short braking. I'm still maintaining speed. It looks like his handling is perfect. It really isn't. I'm literally just hopping and doing short breaks. I'm just tapping square whilst releasing X just to maintain my balance. And then another very good example later on is this bend right here. So I jump up the boost pad here, land on the ground, and then jump up, huge break. You see that massive turn? I did a massive break and then turned my whole cart. I did this whilst releasing X button. So after the jump, let go of your X button, hold square, turn the full direction you need to be in, and then just hold X back down, and you'll boost back again. I'll show it off again. So here it is. Just up the thing, square, and X. And you still maintain the fire out of your exhaust. You're still maintaining your top speed. I haven't lost any speed. I'm still drifting beautifully. So guys, I hope this all helped you. I hope that this tutorial helps. So like I said, it's just braking and hopping. Braking and hopping is very overpowered if you know how to coordinate it correctly. If you guys do need any further explanation or any more help on this, just let me know in the comment section and I'll see if I can try and be a little bit more detailed about it. But like I said, it's literally just it's X to accelerate anyway, but whatever your brake button is to brake, literally just let go, just release of the acceleration midair, just tap or hold down the square button or the brake button whilst you're midair, and then just do your brake, turn your car, and then as it's turned where you need to go, press the X button back down again, and then just keep going, and you'll find that your speed is still mainly maintained exactly where it was, and you can maintain top speed even as an advanced based character. This is basically top level play of Crash Team Racing. If you can master this, you'll find yourself winning way more matches of Crash Team Racing. Now, I will be making a tutorial video of Crash Team Racing again in the near future about drifting, how to drift constantly. It's mainly drift chaining, like chaining drifts back to back. When I make that, that should coincide with this tutorial. And if you combine the two tutorials together and adapt it to your style, you should be much better at the game. Anyways, guys, it's your boy Poison Dokami or Yamnaka's Poison. As always, Janet.